God, I have not been sleeping well.
Yeah, neither have I. The squid keeps grabbing my leg.
Same, but at least my kind don't really need to sleep that much. I'm actually pretty well off with but a few hours every week.
Wait, you guys sleep?
Should I be concerned with the idea that Dean Steeler doesn't sleep? Is he watching us rest?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, don't go doing that. That's creepy. What exactly do you do during the times we're sleeping?
Usually I'm working on my deck for Yu-Gi-Oh!
That's still a thing in the 41st millennium?
Yeah, I'm not too big on the game, but I used to be during my training days. Of course, every time I lost, the Iron Warriors would beat the shit out of me.
Chaos Marines are horrible, but I know for a fact some of the Loyalist chapters would do the same thing. Pretty sure the Dark Angels and Imperial Fists would do even worse.
Yeah, fuck them fists.
Freezing?
Probably should choose words better, yeah.
I know what I said.
I don't know how to respond to that, genuinely.
You stalling again this time, David?
Honestly, no, I'm just sort of tired at the moment. I don't really want to talk about anything, kind of just want to talk about nothing. So I think I'm going to do a TTRPG story today. A really short story about my Sunday game. I don't think any of my Sunday players watch these videos, so I think I'm in the clear to discuss my future plans, but we'll find out. So, I'm running a Transformers game using the Essence 20 system. I'm genuinely enjoying it, so are my friends. Essence 20 has some major issues, but I find myself liking it. I'm actually working on adapting the Power Rangers system to fit more into a Kamen Rider thematic thing, but that's going to take a lot of work. So, my players are neither Autobots or Decepticons, as the Civil War ended in 1986, where the movie started. Megatron in my world killed Optimus Prime and took the Matrix of Leadership, using it to reignite Cybertron, then vanishing after realizing he had nothing left to fight or do. In this setting, Starscream took over, becoming the Emperor of the Decepticons and conquering both Cybertron and Earth. After about 40 years, Megatron came back, renaming himself to Galvatron Prime with some new powers. He parlayed with Starscream, and Starscream then vanished. Galvatron taking control of the new Decepticon Empire, renaming it to the Omnispark. Galvatron showed the world that he was able to psychically tear apart a Cybertronian, kill a spark in a living Transformer, disassemble them, reassemble them, rewrite their memories to a previous state, and bring them back to life in a momentarily mindless state. Now, the players are trying to free the world from Galvatron's passive-aggressive fear-mongering, as the world knows he's capable of using both Ultron and Primus powers to control life and death. People are afraid of him, even if he isn't in direct control of parts of the world, he still has a hand over them. For example, the United States of America is not officially a proxy for the Omnispark, but he does have control over them. A few countries are openly a part of the Omnispark coalition. China, South Africa, Mexico, Poland, and several others across all continents. So the players first started the game by sneaking into a Omnispark base and getting an alien device that fell from heaven, that they couldn't identify. They eventually did identify its origins, but not much else. But gathering more information, they ended up catching the eye of a very specific assassin that was once an Autobot turned Omnispark. Blaster. Those who know the OG Transformers know who that is and why he's inferior. Blaster attacked the original base, and the survivors of the attack spread across the world into hiding. While hiding, the party, for lack of a better term, found themselves getting the attention of Galvatron and got involved with him, who managed to get a hold of Optimus Prime's body. The party wanted to get Optimus's body away from Galvatron, viewing him as desecrating the body. So they got it, ran away with a ground bridge set up to self-destruct after they got through it. The ground bridge drops them off a good way from their temporary base for safety reasons, and as they run through, they drop the body and have to deal with a guy attacking the city they were hiding in. And as they drop Optimus Prime, he gets up. He says no words as he stands up and draws his Energon axe, the blade dark purple, dark Energon coursing through the undead leader. His mind is somewhat active as he seems to obey Galvatron, possibly even working as his right hand. The squad doesn't know if they can even hurt him, as he does seem to react to shots and hits, but he doesn't stop, it seems. The party at this point starts looking for ancient weapons that might be able to handle Galvatron Prime and perhaps return Optimus, now being called the Black Convoy. The first weapon they look for from an alien device given to them by Santa Claus was marked as the Star Saber. Turned out, it was not the Star Saber, but the wielder of it, whom I can't remember what I named, but he was a Titan. They hunted for more, finding a few other ancient Knights of the Primes. Two of them accidentally destroyed a city, the original Titan destroying Mexico City because he hated fleshy things. Now, they've done a lot of stuff since then, causing a world to go into a massive civil war, leading to a near total genocide of Cybertronian subspecies, finding out the galaxy is being invaded by an ancient enemy, the Quintessence, and finding out the God Machines, Unicron and Primus, did not actually make Cybertronians, and are coming to Earth to throw hands with the Quintessence and each other, viewing Earth as a very expendable war. What's even worse is that they decided to try and use Sunder, an Autobot you probably don't know but need to look into, to try and rebuild the Black Convoy's mind to make him Optimus Prime. And it didn't work. They returned to the Ark, their current base of operations, to find Sunder ripped apart and Sunder's assistant nowhere to be found. The squad started going through the powerless facility, Teletram 1 not responding, and they start using their comms on a closed channel to see if there's anyone who could actually help them. And they hear 3 words in a familiar voice. Optimus Prime's voice simply saying, "I am Prime." And that's how my Sunday game is going. Shove off.